that night around midnight, you just heard the river just, oh, because it went from 3 feet at 10 o'clock, 4 feet at 11 p.m., and then 20 feet at 1 a.m. So that's how quick that it rose. Okay, here's the west end of Camp Planet Bluegrass. Now you can see we're on the bridge. Here's the river. Now we have 3 tributaries. But first I'll let you see there's the backstage, the kitchen, and the guest green room. And then out there you can see the sound booth way in the distance. Yep, it's crazy. I think the one major thing that I learned out of the flood is that you are so interconnected with your neighbors and your town and your community. That's the big thing.
These first 3 days were interesting because it was closed off for the outside world. There was no cell service, there was no people getting in and out. The islands of Lyons you might have heard about. And that was that moment when the community started to think, okay, we're in this together and we're kind of on our own. But the very first impulse was with the Lyons Community Foundation, the Community Church and Leaf, Town Hall, volunteers, people that just stepped up and said, I can play this role in our community right now. And so it was very much a Lyons response. Coming out of the flood, I think we learned that community-based organizations and the spirit of Lyons were really important. And that's where LEAF was born as a nonprofit. It was a program of the community church during the flood. And I said, well, we probably need a permanent safety net in this town that we go to directly, that knows our people, that we don't have to wait for someone to come from outside. We are gonna have to take care of our own. Let's stay prepared. And we're gonna need this always. Life happens, big and small. It can be a pandemic. It can also be, your kid breaks their arm and you can't afford the medical bill, and you have to figure out, are you going to eat? Are you going to pay rent? And so these local safety nets are incredibly important. And so LEAF has been able to kind of mature over those years and be in place for this pandemic.
The industry of Lyons is about peak experience. We do festivals, we do weddings, we do biking, we do the river, we do parks. Those are the things that people come up here for. And Lyons actually got hit real hard. There's a lot of musicians, there's a lot of artists here, and then there's all the people in the hospitality business and the gig economy that live here. So a lot of us are crushed hard, and that's why LEAF's demand for their services is up almost 400%.
We expect that the needs are going to continue to climb as we get into the holidays and we start going into winter. There are a lot of artists and creative people and gig workers and service workers and contract workers, and life's not going to get normal for them for quite a while. And so I think it's really important that LEAF is ready. I'm really grateful that the community is standing behind us.
So LEAF is made up of a whole lot of volunteers that are just local people who care and are doing the good work.
I think LEAF provides an incredible service to this community.
It's really been amazing to see the growth in the services that are offered. I think it's made a big difference to this community.
Being part of LEAF is just an amazing part of my life right now. I'm retired. I love coming out and being with the people. It feels so wonderful to be giving so much to so many people, and they're so appreciative.
Flood, fire, pandemic. We are here.
Oh, what's the deal here? There's like nobody here at Planet Bluegrass on Rave to the Grave night? What is going on here? It's dark. Planet Bluegrass is dark. Holy, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So Rave to the Grave is LEAF's largest fundraising vehicle. And it is, this is the 6th annual one, so to not have this in the way, we've raised more money every year, so to not have this be at Planet Bluegrass with 800 people in the Wildflower Pavilion is kind of a huge deal. So Rave to the Grave is now the 6th annual benefit that we hold at Planet Bluegrass. It's a Halloween benefit costume party with this band that is myself and Brian McCrae and his Go-Go Lab. And we started back, originally this all started back with a benefit show for the flood back in 2013 in December at a place called Fangz Inn, which was the Festivarian Inn. And we did a show that night that Arthur Leland and Go-Go Lab headlined. It was our first kind of show to play together. And that turned into a weekly dance party that was about healing. It was about music and healing and people in trauma from the flood being able to transform, heal, dance is a powerful, powerful place. And we did that every week, and it was free for everybody. And that was a key piece, that it was free, people could come. And that turned into Rave to the Grave that we see at Planet Bluegrass. And of course, this year now, for the first time, we can't do it at Planet Bluegrass, so we are doing it as a virtual Rave to the Grave and filming it and then streaming it to have watch parties all around Lyons on the 30th, which is normally the day that we do it.
We'll all be called by heaven while living on his earth. We can see the Spirit shining. All of nature is a church. Oh, the angels hear them calling, sweetly singing out your name. Once you turn your head and listen, you'll never ever be the same. The saints, they walk among us, help our hearts get sparkly bright. Although our sorrows darken, helping hands give the darkness light. Oh, the angels hear them calling, sweetly singing out your name. Once you turn your head and listen, you'll never ever be the same. Though you are just a mortal in a body scorned by time, as a living soul you are precious. All our fellow creatures divine. All the angels hear them calling, sweetly singing out your name. Once you turn your head and listen, you'll never ever be the same. All the angels hear them calling,
Leaf has actually helped my family a lot through some really deep times, so I am extremely grateful for everything that you have done for us.
People are so warm and helpful, and they really have good hearts. You could tell by the way they treat each other and the people who need help.
Leaf means a great deal to me, my family, and my household. They helped me when I was falling. They catch me. It means hope, faith, and believing in humanity.
You know, there are humans here who are our neighbors who are in need. And there are always people who are in need, but this year because of COVID, you know, we're working with a whole different demographic of people who don't know that help exists, don't know how to ask for help, don't want to ask for help. And, you know, like I said, again, it's our honor and it's a privilege to be here and to, you know, walk them through, sorry, why am I getting weepy? You know, just to stand in the gap with them when they're in a time of, you know, what feels like crisis and so much uncertainty and so much fear.
Thank you to the Lyons community for supporting us. Yay!
Please donate to Leaf now. They need your help more than ever.
Please give generously to Leaf, and let's make this 2020 virtual Rave to the Grave the best year ever, Lyons and everywhere. Thank you so much for all your donations to Leaf. Lyons strong, people. We will get through this.